he was going, and I was sorry that he wasn't here anymore, but I wasn't really sorry or grieving. And then I started making the chili yesterday and thinking about who else would be here today, and I printed out all these pictures that I found online on Facebook that Martha Ann posted, and I got to see some pictures of Kirk that I've never seen before, and especially the really young ones made me remember what he was like and who he was back in high school. And I missed that Kirk a lot.
That was Kirk.
Yeah.
That was Kirk.
Okay, so now you got me fully wussed.
What a wuss.
Can I have napkin art? Thank you. Thank you, Artie, for taking all this down for posterity.
We're not done.
I will appreciate this for a long time.
We're not done. We're going to get some more.
So,
You're just the first to break down.
You're not a wuss, Mom. You just have strong emotions.
I do.
Well, you know.
And why would I not? Yeah.
There you go. I just want to say that, you know, that it is a sad story. It's a very sad story.
Yeah.
It did not have a happy ending as far as I'm concerned. But for me as well, it did end many years ago. And first, it was our friendship that ended. And then it was my professional relationship with him. You know, and that was the most difficult thing, was letting go of that last little thread. You know, I kind of knew that, I kind of wondered what would happen if he did meet an untimely demise. And would anybody even know? And that's exactly what happened. Is it took 5.5 months for his friends and family to find out that he had passed. And so it's not surprising in a way, because he had pretty much, he'd lost all the people who loved him. He'd already lost all the people that loved him. You know?
It's very strange what he valued and didn't value.
We'll see.
You're going to go back here.
I'll be the interviewer.
But you don't like it when the camera's on you? Is that
you know, you're talking, so I want the camera on you.
You have more teeth than I Yeah, it was strange all the way along when he did and didn't value. I think I'm hearing my name. Did I hear my name? Yeah, sure enough.
A branch probably doesn't post that, but his son Luke does. Now, whether Luke's home or not, might be off at school.
Oh, well, I was going to say, you know, if it works, it works. But
I go, I put one down. Let me see if Artie wants to show. You want to show the cartoon, Artie?
I don't know if I can show anything.
Well, let's ask.
We can show King's Elevator. That's nothing else.
I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Where'd that come from?
Mary Ellen style.
hey, you don't know. He was riding by. Mountain biker.
Turn this off for a minute, I guess.
Earl and John Eagle. And the reason I say that it's fitting is today was the royal wedding, right? Well, 30 years ago was Diana and Prince Charles. And when they got married, somebody made a derogatory remark, and they said, well, Diana is the royal shaft. And I said, the royal shaft? Oh, that's like King's Elevator. So I came up with the name King's Elevator. So here, 30 years later, is the next royal wedding.
This is directed by Mr. Kirk Kennedy.
Kirk Kennedy was very instrumental in this. I was sharing with some folks here that Kirk was a loner. And he didn't want anything to do with the whole hoopla that surrounded this. He would take the idea and go back to his studio, wherever he went, and the next day he'd come back with this animation.
With Stan. John,
yes. So, in a nutshell, this production was done on literally a shoestring budget. And the reason
$500,
it
I'd
worked
say.
was because Artie had a circle of friends that were artists that would do these art jams. Daryl just happened to live next door. He was smart enough to say, I'm leaving when you guys came over here in the morning. And I happened to be in a rock band at the time, and I met Artie, and he said, let's put together an animation. We didn't have a clue how this was going to come together. In the process, we met Bob and Lynn Trosham, and there was another gentleman that he came in one day. He was like a business partner of Bob's, and he said, I just came from New York City. Here it was, July of...
Jensen.
Jensen. He said, I just came from New York City. They have this new thing that's going to air in September called Music Television. We didn't know anything about it, MTV. And he said, they're looking for rock videos. Well, we had this animated rock video. We were so naive, we thought, let's get this thing done, we're going to send it, going to get a recording contract, and everything's going to be, you know, life happy ever after. Well, in a nutshell, this was aired a couple of places. It was aired 2 months after it was done at the Science Fiction Convention Center in Denver.
Before it was done.
Well, yeah, okay. Before it was done.
It was a midnight movie at the World Science Fiction Convention in 1981 in Denver.
Indeed. Yep. And then it made the basement tapes on America Rocks. That was the national airing. But when we met Lynn and Bob, they had just purchased the animation archives at Alexander Film Studios. And they were kind enough to let us come in and use their facility and just kind of take over and go through those boxes. And so a lot of this animation you're going to see towards the end, all these sparkles and stuff, it was us just doing Dada, pulling stuff out of these boxes, laying it using the 16mm Panaflex camera. And it's almost like magic that this came together. So without any further ado, King's Elevator, done with a band here in Colorado Springs called Gibraltar. And I was really proud that we were able to accomplish this thing. So go ahead.
Stuff like that.
And we were hurting for footage, so we did that negative, that orange weird stuff. That was just because the song was too long. Like this guy said, well, how long is it? I said, well, 5 minutes. He goes, I thought songs were only 3 minutes long, you know. But it was a Herculean effort back then.
No doubt.
All cell animation before computers, and so we had a ball. We really did. And if anything, it formed lifetime friendships, and it's really good. Kirk was definitely one of the spirits behind this, and I think that's why we're all here tonight. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons. All right. Let's see what's going on down here.
Right.
David.
There you go.
How do I do this?
Just stick your hand through here.
Okay.
And
Push the long one or the...
this is wide,
Okay.
and this is tight. Okay?
Okay.
You'll see them.
Ironically, when our parents passed away, he had enough of that in his house. We had 3 retired after a while. So now he's basically studying Chinese. We're all studying for life.
Nice.
Storyboards.
Cool.
If you can do a storyboard.
Let me know when you're ready to see some more video.
Let's fire it up.
Yeah.
Different lives.
You ready?
I didn't know there was going to be any more.
Yeah.
There's some more, and it's funny.
Okay, good.
So, did you show them this?
Well, you knew Dave.
Oh yeah, my boss had seen it.
You gotta grab everybody's attention
We're
here.
not going to watch the whole show.
Well, I tell you what, I'll give you the power. How's that sound?
So this is the name for me to zip it?
Yeah, see the very bottom? I think the 2 arrows.
Yeah. Should be self-explanatory there.
We have a new building.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just.
So you guys want to see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Progresses,
All right, I'll give it a little introduction.
Okay.
So what this is in 1982 I got this idea to produce a TV show called Video Game All-Stars. And it was a show for local TV about video games, because I was hooked on video games, and they were my introduction to computer animation, really. And I invited people to compete to be on this show, to show you know, the people who had the highest scores on Defender or Missile Command or Frogger or whatever it was, and they were going to show, the Video Game All-Stars would show the audience how to play these games. See? So I did 3 of the shows. Show number 2 was hosted by Mr. Kennedy. I think I gave him $50 to host the show and to do the narration on all the commercials. I mean, basically, he was my stand-up guy. And he put on a suit and everything, and he showed up for this, and it's a scream. Okay, so I don't want to oversell it here.
Okay.
You have to get right in front of it to press the play button there. It's kind of temperamental.
Yeah, there it is.
You gotta talk to it nicely.
Okay. So does it have
Oh,
volume
you
and
know what?
stuff?
Turn the volume up, go for it. It's the one that says volume.
That's just the introduction anyway. You can hit stop on the top there.